Hello viewers, this is Say-La-Vee and welcome back to another episode of our All the Mod 6 Let's Play series, episode 29. Hello viewers, this is Say-La-Vee and I just want to jump into the video here with a quick, just a quick chat, a quick explanation as to where I've been and what I've been up to, and that I do miss you guys. I know that I have been posting some Pathfinder stuff and I'm excited to continue that, but I just wanted to say to whoever these videos reach, if anybody needs a community, I would like to start one. When it comes to mental health, and which is a triggering topic for some people, when it comes to mental health, we need to be at our best and we need to take care of ourselves. I think about recording episode 20 and being like, wow, we did it. We hit 20 episodes. This is crazy. I never thought I'd be able to do that. And I feel like that was almost a year ago now. And there's been so much time in between all these episodes that I would sit and stare at this screen and know that I need to do it for you all and for myself, but I just couldn't bring myself to. So I just wanted to be transparent with everybody and just say I'm finally getting some of the help that I've been needing for a long time. And I just kind of wanted to say publicly that if you need that kind of help, go get it. It is so unbelievably worth getting the help that you need. And of course, all of you viewers, to whoever this gets, hopefully it finds the right people. I'm here for you the way that those who care for me are here for me. Reach out into my comment section. I wish YouTube had a direct message system, but just reach out and I'll find you, or just go find the help you need. Yeah, that's kind of all I had to say. So I'm hoping to really get back into this. So I'll leave a timestamp and everything to skip over this section. So, long story short, take care of yourselves, and thank you. Alright, so if you stuck around for the little chat in the beginning, thank you very much. If not, go back and watch it if you want to hear some mental health conversation. But anyway, let's stop being sappy. Thank you guys for your support. Let's get to some Minecraft for the first time in forever. So I've been working just a little bit here trying to get back into the world and remember what we were doing. And of course, I did some things off camera without all of you. So let's go over what we've done. So first off, we can start going over the left-hand side first. The more villagers over here, I have added another spawner to our area, and we are currently spawning a heck of a lot more of the villagers and melting them down. We are currently at 4 3x compressed emerald blocks, and we're on our way to that 5th emerald compressed. It's taking a long time, but I also upgraded the system here to put into an ender chest everything. And then that ender chest is shooting all of the inferium essence over into here. And then that inferium essence is being compressed automatically. And the fire shards that are coming out of those villagers are being compacted into powerful and then shoved down here into this chest. So we'll have a big backlog of those eventually for whatever reason. The emerald seeds would be next. So if you remember correctly, we have 2 emerald seeds going over here doing their thing. And of course, we can take our 17 compressed blocks. And basically what I've been doing is I took out, like 3,000 seeds from that box. And I brought them into our little pocket dimension, which we'll go to here shortly. But I also brought them over here and took the time to make a couple more botany terra steel ingots. And now we are turning our bone meal into emerald over here. So it's not the quickest process because we are strapped. We're going to have to upgrade that skeleton spawner or make it go faster, put another one in there or something. But it's doing what it can. We're building, obviously, a very large stockpile here, so we might even just get rid of this. But power wasn't upgraded here. I upgraded the power up top. I added 6 more wind generators to try and keep up with some things. But another big thing is that we have the seed reprocessor. So all of the extra seeds from this unit are being pulled over and pushed up into this chest. As you can see, we've got 5 in here. And this is processing seeds using RF down into more essence, and then, of course, creating some more of these, which this could be a heck of a lot faster. So I think what we might do is, because we've got so much power over here, is just switch these off for now. And then only fuel those, possibly. And of course we're growing over here, because these are not as fast, I don't think. Yeah, because we've only got 1 activator module for each. But this will help build up a stockpile of this. It'll help kill off the 131,000 of that we have on top of the 8,000s over here. So emeralds, we're getting more of them, thankfully, because we are on our way to that dimension seed very, very, very slowly. But any bit of progress is important. So let's dump these emeralds over here into this section again, right there. And we're still at 4, but we've got 7 of the 2 times compressed, so cool. All right. Over here, we are generating. So I moved a bunch of things. We basically wrapped up a lot of this. But if we head into our pocket, and I show you what's going on in here, nothing's changed on the bottom, but we do have a speed mining build over here. So what I did was I put more of our ores in here. I added 2 more stack upgrades, so we're holding way too many items in one block. But then we can just mine this, pick up all of the ore, and then put these back. And then, of course, this is slowly going to run that. This is an ender chest that's running directly from the quarry in the mining dimension. And then we're also running stone over here because we're going to need a 6 times compressed stone block for the dimensional seed as well. So we're getting there. We apparently don't have that in our bag, but we can just do that. All right. So yeah, so this is our new mining situation. We basically just break the chests and put it all into our storage in our pocket here, because now we just know that we've got all this iron. We can utilize that whenever we want. We don't need to flood our system with it, which is very nice. Upstairs, I don't think I've done anything else. We've just got the gas creation there for when we need it. I moved the battery cells for our flux network in here. What else is there? Generators. I added the 6 of those, so if we go look, we can see that our little platform's turned into a T over here. As I have added 12 more, sorry, 6 on either side, 12 more generators. Bringing us to a total, which I actually think I did my math wrong, but there's 6 more on either side, so quite a bit of FE coming out of this here creation system, which is quite amazing. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so something that I wanted to do was automate the creation of Terra Steel and Hopper Hawks over here. And I tried to do that by making a secondary AE system like in this portion of the base, and it did not go very well. We are not going to do that. So I think it is finally time that we get into Pneumaticraft Repressurized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig through this book for a little while, try and see what I can and cannot learn about the mod, and then get ourselves into Pneumaticraft so we can start making more botany pots to create more emeralds. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. There might be a better way to get emeralds, but as of right now, this is all I can think of. I don't know if there's like a mining dimension trick or something. Let's see, just because we're talking about it. How many emeralds do we have in our backpack? We've got 36 emerald ore. Put that away. Let's look at the uses for emerald ore. So Basil's powder is all the other option is. All right, let's just run this through here then. Call that good for now. Oh, I forgot that I did this. What a pleasant little surprise for us. Let's put our diamonds away. Put the gravel away. And then let's go see how many emeralds this is going to net us. Oh, can't do it there. Gotta go do it in the other system. That's still going. So let's go convert these all into blocks. Down here. 5 of them. Sweet. 5 2 times compressed even. Or sorry, this is a 1 times compressed. Do-do-do. Still at 4, but we're at 8 now. So progress is progress, like I said. But yeah, this could go a lot faster, I do fear. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm going to read this pressurized book, figure out which direction we need to go first, and I will bring you guys all back. Alright, so this here book tells us that we need the compressed iron that you just watched me blow up. I'm currently making some more. That's the sound in the background. We also need pressure tubes, reinforced stone, and to build a pressure chamber. So let's go in here. Let's look at pressure tubes. So we're going to need some of these. Let's make 24 for now. We need stone. Reinforced stone. Or compressed stone? No, this one right here. So let's make half a stack of that. And now, pressure chamber. The edges and corners must either be pressure chamber walls or pressure chamber glass. To make hollow, overall multi-block must be a hollow 3x3, 4x4, or 5x5 structure. The faces must either be walls, glass, or valves, or chamber interfaces. So I think we need, what, 2 chamber interfaces. So chamber wall. That's a furnace. Reinforced bricks. Oh. So we need this instead. Okay, so reinforced bricks. Let's make that. So that's some pressure chamber wall. I think we're definitely going to need half a stack of that, I would assume. The glass. Let's make 16 glass, I suppose. And we need the valves. Pressure chamber valves. Something tells me this is all we're going to need for now. The interface we need 2 of. Okay. So, I would like to put our pressurized stuff over on this platform. So the pressure chamber walls, we'll do like this. We'll build up like so. Then we'll do glass here and here. And then interface. Okay, so we got to turn that around. Nope. Okay, so this is going to be a complicated mess. There we go. So then maybe we take this one and make this a valve. And then that's how I would assume, input air. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this around here. Now we'll bring it out. We'll do it back here in this corner. Okay. So we have a chamber now. So let me continue reading, and I'll bring you back again. Okay, so I didn't bring you back for this, but I made a compressor. So let's see if we can't compress some air. Okay, that connects. Perfect. We didn't continue finishing this. All right, perfect. And we have that fun little thing there. We're going to need a chest, or a couple chests, I would assume. 2 of these for sure, for input and output. There's a zombie somewhere over there. Let's get some chests. Chest. This will be for our in and our out, of course. As such, let's bring that way. This will start compressing. Don't know much about this mod, so I don't know if this is going to blow up. This chamber here. Okay. Things are happening, obviously. So what do we need to make the hopper bonsai? In order to make one of these, we need printed circuit boards, which is an unassembled PCB, so we need to get into this. Well, we also need transistors. So let's see if we can't make 2 transistors and 2 capacitors. So slime, plastic, and gold. And then slime or redstone, gold, and plastic. So I will bring you back and we'll see if those recipes want to work. Okay, so we are back here. And the recipes that we want to make go like such. So this should be inputting. Okay. Is it? Oh, okay. It's just going really slow. Because it's got to open the valve and then close the valve. And this should be... Oh. Did it just work? Oh, it did. Okay. Awesome. So that was far less painful than I thought it would be. So let's make another one of those. Do. Put that all in there. And then, of course, we're going to want 2 recipes of this. What an interesting little machine this is. I've never actually done this before, as I've said, so it's pretty cool to watch it in like real time, in person, something that I completed instead of just watching it in a YouTube video. But let me make these items and then I will bring you back again afterwards once we know our next step. Okay, so I want to compress some iron using a method that doesn't have any loss. So I've got some iron sitting in the machine. We're waiting for 2 bar here. I went and I made another air compressor here. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go make a lever and then run these just so we can turn them on and off like we are going to want to, because obviously we're not going to want this to compress air always, because we can end up with some dangerous things. So let's just hope that we hit 2 bar here soon, and then once that iron compresses, we'll be good to go. Okay, so let's take a peek at what we need to do, because I was just digging through here, and boy, do we have a rabbit hole to go down. So in order to make the hopper botany pot, we need printed circuit boards and an omnidirectional hopper. Omnidirectional hopper is compressed iron and a chest. No big deal. The printed circuit board, however, are capacitors and transistors with an unassembled PCB. The PCB is crafted using either an etching tank with an empty PCB that has a 50-50 chance, I think, of turning into 2 different things, either a failed or an unassembled. But either way, if we were to do it this direction, we need empty PCBs. In order to craft those, we need the pressure chamber. Okay, that's no big deal. We can do that just fine. So how do we get the laser engravers to the, well, I guess the assembly platform we're going to need, but all of these things require those PCBs. Okay, so if we need a printed one in order to make those, how do we make an etching tank? Okay, well, an etching tank, if we read it, says that we need to fill it with etching acid and then keep it with a UV light box above 50 degrees. Or something like that. I'd have to read it all over again to understand exactly. But in order to make this, we have to fill it with etching acid and then insert it. Okay, well, how do we get etching acid, which is here? We drain buckets of etching acid into an item drainer. Okay, well, that's not very helpful, because now what do we do? Uses. We can just produce it somehow. Block heat properties. Yeah, so like I'm stuck. I don't really know what to do. And then the Amidron tablet. I think we can buy things. Do we have to buy the etching acid? PCB blueprint. What's the blueprint used for? The UV light box. Okay, so we need the Amidron tablet to make a light box. Yeah, so long story short, we've got a lot to look forward to. This is climbing in bar again. We've got a stack and some compressed iron now, so we don't need to worry about that for just a little bit. But yeah, so I'm going to start trying to figure out the start of this rabbit hole that we need to go down, and like the exact start with what we have currently, and then hopefully we'll be able to get to that point this episode. Okay, so in order to get the UV light box, we have to have a blueprint. So in order to get the blueprint, we need an Amidron tablet, so we need these things here. So let's make these together real quick. Okay, get rid of those. The Amidron tablet, we need plastic sheets specifically. In order to get plastic sheets, heat frame. Molten plastic. In-world solidifying. Those Legos? That's hilarious. Okay, so molten plastic. Holy. Yeah, so why can't I just use the plastic that I have? We don't just have a tablet kicking around. Alright, I guess I didn't get to the bottom of what we needed. So how about we take plastic? What if we uses on this? Can I melt that down at all? It does not look like it. We are going to have to do the melting process through Pneumaticraft. Nope, here. Okay, here. Heat frame. Nope, in-world. So molten plastic comes from the thermo-pneumatic processing plant. And in order to make plastic, we put biodiesel in there, as well as 100 degrees. Biodiesel comes from... Okay. So, I guess I was hoping that this would be easier than Botania, but it really kind of seems like Botania is just the way to go when it comes to making these pieces and parts and things for the hopping bonsai pots. I guess that was really the only reason I wanted to dive into Pneumaticraft. I don't know if any of these items that we're going to need later on requires Pneumaticraft or not. We would obviously have to take a peek at that. This is going to require astral sorcery, so we should probably be diving into that here soon. But yeah. Nexium emitter. Compressed. Power. Wireless grid from Refined storage. Or the wireless terminal. Philosopher's fuel. It looks like we're going to need LPG at some point. But that's all I've seen so far. And then, of course, the pulsating black hole is Draconic Evolution. And then the Dimensional Seed is, of course, just these compressed items. So it looks like we're not really going to need this mod anytime soon, thankfully. So we're just going to leave it over here for now. And we're just going to forget that any of this ever happened. But, I mean, I've already recorded this much, so... Okay, so it is the next day in real life here. I have had the day to think about at work what we are going to do for the rest of this episode. And I think we're just going to do some personal upgrades. And I've been thinking I need to upgrade this jetpack that we have here. It's not a bad jetpack, and it does consume enough fuel to be worthy. However, I think that we can go a lot faster. So I did the research, and I have in here now the recipes for the next backpacks that the jetpacks that we need. So we need an Invar jetpack, of course, which we can place in here. And now we can craft this. Okay, so the Invar jetpack apparently... Oh, it was right there. Maybe we need to strip the enchantments off this first. Let's do that. Alright, so we've got our enchantments ready to go back on. So let's see if we can craft an emerald jetpack. That's saying 0. Okay, let's update this recipe. Let's see if we can update it to specifically take the one. There we go. I guess I should have turned on substitutions. That's probably what the issue was. Emerald jetpack. Start. Now we should be able to watch this, flick through, and boom, we have ourselves an emerald jetpack that is going to very quickly fill with power and more than likely drain our entire system. Okay, yeah, so all of our power is currently going into my jetpack, which is not very good, considering that everything runs off of power here. But where this is consuming 880 FE per tick, that's quite a bit of power. I also redid the math up here and figured out, ooh, I'm not wearing this. Holy, we are so much faster. All right. I redid the math. We are doing 8,400 FE per tick up here, actually, so I was wrong. Wow, this is crazy fast compared to the other one. Let's see what the hover's like. Oh boy. Holy crikeys. Okay, let's bump this down to 60 like we had the other one on. Yeah, even then, we're still so much faster. So this will be nice. Definitely a good upgrade. So let's bring our emeralds here. Go see what this emerald production is up to. 10 of them. That's not bad. Now, I wonder why this is going so much faster than the other one. It must be because we have the stack upgrades. Perhaps I need to put the stack upgrades in the other one. Okay, we are almost 1/9 of the way there. Which sucks, but hey, I guess we do what we can. So now that we have our jetpack here all ready to go, let's get... Oh. I'm not quite sure what just happened there. Well, now our anvil's broken. So let's make an anvil. Oh, we actually have some. Sweet. All right. Now we can put that back on there. So, we finally have our speed upgrade go up a lot faster, I think. Good. Very, very nice. I bet these 6,000 bones we can take. Let's take a bunch of these bones over here while I'm thinking about it. All right. Now that is what I'm talking about. It's definitely going faster, I think. Right? It's going quickly, that's for sure. I don't think we need... But we are making some things. We should probably get another skeleton spawner, actually. I think that might help us a lot. Let's bring this over here. Hiya! Sweet. Doing much better now. Our backpack, or our jetpack is finally full of energy. So we should be generating over here again, which we are. Let's take a peek at our statistics. We're inputting 8,000. So let's go to network connections. Turn on the surge for all these. Okay. And we'll surge that one. It's weird that it's flickering like that. It's weird that it says that we're only inputting 8,000 RF per tick. Is it because this is limited? I bet it's because this battery is limited by 8,000 RF per tick. I wonder if it tells me. Battery. Is there an info page? There is, but it does not tell us anything. Is there a cyclic book? Cyclic. Machines, maybe? Nope. Blocks? Battery. Okay, it doesn't tell us anything. Okay, so we can definitely go in here in our book and delete this because we are done with that mod for now. We have moved into our pocket slightly and we have not automated our machines. So I guess what the next thing that we can do in between episodes, perhaps, I will start moving some of this stuff into our other system. Something I could do is move this entire crafting setup into our pocket. And that would certainly be interesting. But I can move all of these machines into our pocket, and I can start automating some recipes like just the basic ingots and things. But I also typically just keep some good ingots in our system. Though our inventory is slightly lacking. I'm at a point where I feel like I have everything, but I most certainly don't, you know? Automate the Gaia Guardian. Metal block variants. Let's make a bench saw just to get that out of the way. We'll go over here and do bench. There is one quest done. Worm bin and strainer base. So worm bin, composters. We need slabs. Make 30 of those. There is our worm bin. And then a composter. Right? Strainer base. Strainer base. Make a hopper. And make some iron bars. And there is our strainer base. Collect those. I didn't mean to put the to-do book in there. To-do book. Book. Learn how to type, Say-La-Vee. Okay. What's next? The tool belt. How do we make one of those? That's easy. So let's go to tool belt. Can make one of those. And what does this do? I guess I'm not quite sure. This is supposedly a quick way to switch between things, but I don't understand how it works. Unless it goes in here. Yep, not sure. Alright. Well, good thing I like my inventory the way that it is. And one more thing, we need the morphing tool. So let's do that real quick. Morphing tool. Oh. Morphing tool. All right. We have... Oh, other than automating the Gaia Guardian. Which... Yeah, I guess we're going to have to get further into Botania for that. Why don't we do this next? How about next episode we start looking into Botania further and getting to that one so we can finish off this tips and tricks. The achievements is also another good mod. Compressed Gobble times 9 we are going to need to do by the end of this. We need to kill the Gaia Guardian 20 times so we can work on that. We need to visit the Lost Cities dimension, which I think... Do we have any skulls? And then a bed. That's not how you spell bed. Okay. Let's go over this way. Find the bed. Make that. Let's go over here next to all of our other portals. I believe this is how you do this. It is not. In the Skyblock pack that I played last, that is how you got to the Lost Cities dimension. I wish that this told you better. Okay, I have done my research. It turns out we need to place this on 2 emerald blocks. Which is a good thing. They taught us that, I suppose. Thankfully, we are building emerald blocks constantly over here. So let's take 2 of those out. I'm just now realizing that my Spotify hasn't been on. All right. Okay, so I read that thread a little bit further, and apparently they lied. It is, in fact, diamond blocks that this needs to get placed on. Nothing happened, so it clearly worked. All right, perfect. We are going to place a waystone here and call it Lost Cities. We're going to move the Lost Cities down here. Perfect. All right, so if we go home and go back to the Lost Cities. All right, perfect. So we are finally here in the Lost Cities dimension. I would assume this means that the whole world is a Lost City. There are loot and things in these buildings. I'm not sure if that's going to be super important or if there's anything that's worth looting in them at this point in the game or at any point in the game. But there are lots of these, which we are most excited for. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty basic stuff. Let me use... Oh. I guess I didn't mean to destroy the floor here. I've got 10 of each of these. Did I destroy? More wall? No, I guess not. A wagon. Interesting. Another manuscript for Ice and Fire. Okay, yeah, so I think this place might actually be useful. Let's run back home. I didn't leave a waypoint as to where our waystone was, which was silly of me. There it is. Let's leave a waystone. Waystone. Make it blue, because why not? Let's go back home. All right. So I think that we are going to wrap it up here for the day. So if you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. If there's anything that you want to say down in the comments below, believe it or not, the comments is a great place to do that. But for the meantime, this has been Say-La-Vee, so I just want to say have a good night or good morning or good evening or afternoon or whatever it is for you. Just have a good day, okay? Bye-bye.